I'm Ace and welcome to my vlog, Life's Big Jigsaw, where I tell you stories about the interesting puzzle pieces that make up my life. So today I thought I'd tell you the story about my experience of a Cambodian wedding because it is like nothing I have ever experienced before. So one of my fellow teachers was getting married and she invited me and the rest of the team along because the way it works in a Cambodian wedding is you invite everybody you know, but only to the second day. Yeah, because it's not just a one-day event. It's not just a two-day affair. No, 3 days. 3 days. And the first day and the last day is usually a much smaller group of just very close friends and family that they'll invite. But the second day is the day where they have a big meal for everyone. And the reason that they invite absolutely everyone is because the more people you invite, the more money you get. So basically, instead of giving wedding gifts, every guest will give some money, just however much they want to give. So they tend to make money off of their wedding, which I think is a fantastic idea. I mean, in the UK, people are going into debt over their weddings, or their parents are, but like, you know, you can barely afford it and then you end up going into your marriage pretty much completely broke. Whereas here, you know, it's a great way to start your marriage, just with a little bit of money on the side to, I don't know, for your house or doing things up. You know, it's a fantastic idea. I really think we should adopt that. There are other aspects of the wedding not so keen on adopting. For instance, on average, the bride will wear 3 dresses per day. So on average, a bride will have 10 wedding dresses for the whole of her wedding. 10 dresses. So they tend to rent them instead of buying them, because man, that would be expensive. It's so much effort. And the way they get changed as well, not a fan. Basically, they just go outside into the parking lot and find like the biggest van, and then they just get a couple of people to hold up a curtain and they strip off behind it, change their clothes into another brightly coloured dress. You know, it doesn't matter about all the dust and dirt on the ground and the fact that, you know, this is a beautiful, expensive dress. Like, nah, I'm just going to change between a van and a curtain. You know, I want to feel like elegant and graceful on my wedding day. Like, not really sure that getting changed behind a van would really do that for me. But what I do love is that the entire bridal party will then wear the same colour. So every time the bride changes, the whole bridal party will change, and so the bridesmaids will wear a simplified version of the dress that the bride is wearing, and all the groomsmen will wear a shirt that's the same colour and the same material, so it's a kind of satin, loose-fitting shirt, because obviously it's very hot here in Cambodia. And it means you can instantly recognise the bridal party. So it's so sweet. So when you walk in, the whole bridal party is standing there and they all greet you. The bride will give you a handshake, or the groom will give you a handshake, depending on if you're male or female, and give you a lollipop as you come in, and everybody will greet you with a real sign of respect. So depending on where you put your hands when you greet someone is the level of respect that you're giving them. So they would all greet you like this. So it's a real sign of respect as you walk in. But what is so strange about this meal is that you just show up in between the times that they've stated. So pretty much any time. You just show up when you want and you leave when you want. Like, you just sit at a table, and then as you're sitting there, you ask for food. You know, you sit with people who arrived roughly the same time as you. You might know them, you might not. And then you just kind of ask the waiter for food, and then they just bring it. And so we were asking our Cambodian friend, like, what's safe to eat, what's not safe to eat, what's likely to make us ill. And he was like, maybe eat the stuff that's hot and not the stuff that's cold, but you can try anything and just see how it goes. And we're like, oh, well, is it okay for you? And he was like, sometimes. Like, I'm sorry, what? Oh, sometimes the next day you get diarrhea or you're sick. Like, I'm sorry, what? Some of the food that they're serving isn't even safe for Cambodians to eat. Like, oh, thank you so much for coming to our wedding. We may not have much in the way of party favours, but we thought we would give you the generous, generous gift of food poisoning. Because why give you something that would last for only a day when we can give you something that would last for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks? Enjoy! It was strange to say the least. So they were serving things, so like lots of salads and prawns and things, as well as ox tongue and some snake as well, and chicken feet. Which, if they're done nicely, like if you deep fry them and cover them in chili sauce, you can't really taste the chicken feet anyway, so you're just tasting the batter, which is nice. But otherwise, they're pretty tasteless and tough, and it's quite hard to chew the bone. So, kind of mixed reviews. Depends where you get them from. I'm up for tasting and trying anything, so gave it a go. My friends' faces were not so keen. It was quite funny to watch them. Watch their faces just kind of distort as they're like biting into chicken feet, like, not for me, thanks. But overall, it was really good fun. And when just before you leave, you get given this dessert, and it is the strangest dessert ever. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I couldn't even decide if I liked it or not. It's like the consistency of Hubba Bubba, the taste of Hubba Bubba, and kind of the consistency, but not quite. Except you eat it, chew it, swallow it. Like, it's not like bubblegum in that sense. And then in the middle, it's like this sugary, coconutty thing, which is so, so sweet. So you couldn't eat it on its own, but with the kind of gelatinous, stretchy stuff it's encased in, it kind of works. But it was like, it's so stretchy, you can just stretch back and forth, and you're like trying to eat it, and it's like going, oh, okay. So it was really strange. And so then one of my friends asked me to go and take pictures with the bride with her, and I got stopped on the way, and like all these people started like wanting to take pictures with me because I'm white, and they're like, oh, saat, which means beautiful white, and like random people. And then this guy got like really close, and he like tried to link arms with me, probably like to pretend I was his girlfriend or something, and I was like, no, okay, this is awkward, just side step. I think that's enough pictures for now. So all in all, it was a kind of mix of experiences, but I'm definitely glad that I went. I'm definitely glad that I got to experience that. In the end, I think that there's some things that we would really benefit from adapting into our culture, and there are some things that I think, let's just leave them as they are.